Ms. Marvel reactions are out, Neil Gaiman explains why Lucifer was recast, and I talked to the director of Top Gun Maverick. But before I get into all that, if you're new to the channel, make sure you click the subscribe button and turn notifications on. If you've been here before, hit that like button and let's get started.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's the best geek news.
Hello, I'm Chris Killian, and it's quite the slow news day, but I think I scrounged up some good stuff for you guys.
No news is no news.
The first reactions to Ms. Marvel are landing online, with critics having early access to the first 2 episodes, calling it a colorful, lighthearted, coming-of-age addition to the MCU. But here's the word of the day in most of the reactions I've seen.
Charming.
Charming. Charming.
Comic Book's own Jenna Anderson loved it and said it feels like the best constructed MCU TV show yet, while also perfectly capturing Kamala's world in the comics. She also says the cast is unbelievably charming.
What's that word again?
Earlier it was being reported that Jason Sudeikis had been cast in the upcoming Blue Beetle film, possibly as Ted Kord himself, which I thought was pitch perfect casting. But now that's officially been debunked by a source at Entertainment Weekly, and Jason Sudeikis has not been cast in the film whatsoever. So, whoever started that rumor and got my hopes up.
And that's not okay!
In case you were wondering why the upcoming Sandman series for Netflix opted to recast Lucifer rather than casting Tom Ellis, Neil Gaiman has politely explained it in a tweet, saying that the Tom Ellis version, quote, is so far away in terms of Sandman continuity by the end of Lucifer that it's easier on everyone to go back to the version in the comics, and this way you don't know what our Lucifer is going to do. He also explained that the Tom Ellis version is too lovable.
You're a bad man, and I'm not.
Proving that Idris Elba might be the busiest guy in Hollywood, Universal dropped the first trailer for Beast, and I just don't know how Idris finds the time, but I'm excited for a movie that looks like it was pitched as Lake Placid, but with lions.
Lions, baby!
AMC dropped the first official teaser for their new series, Interview with the Vampire, based on the Anne Rice novel. I'm cautiously excited for this, but man, it's gonna be next to impossible to top Tom Cruise's Lestat.
I assume I need no introduction.
Speaking of Tom Cruise, global box office estimates are projecting that Top Gun Maverick will pull in $180 million this weekend, which, if accurate, will make Maverick Tom Cruise's biggest opening of all time. Fully deserved if you ask me. The film is incredible, and I got a brief chance to sit down and talk with director Joe Kosinski about it. So what is the wildest moment that you did practically? Was there anything where you thought, I don't know if we can pull this off?
There's a sequence in the middle of the film where Maverick runs the low-level course by himself. And for that sequence, we got special permission from the Navy to fly under 50 feet at about 600 miles an hour. So when that's one of those things that I don't think will ever be done again.
Yeah, for good reason too, because that was nerve-wracking. And that's that for Wednesday. You guys are awesome, and I appreciate every single one of you for watching. Reminder to like the video or leave a comment so YouTube shows this to more people. You can even say anything you want in the comments. I won't even judge.
How dare you?
All of the stories in this video came from articles written on ComicBook.com, so if you'd like to read more about some of today's news with your very own eyeballs, feel free to head over to ComicBook.com, where we work 24/7 to keep you all up to speed on the latest news. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and more, all of which are linked below. If you're someone who likes listening to other people argue for hours on end about this sort of stuff, we've got you covered there as well with Comic Book Nation, hosted by Kofi Outlaw every Friday, or our Marvel-focused podcast hosted by my best friend of me, Brandon Davis, on Wednesdays. If you want some behind-the-scenes antics or previews of my cosplay, or you want to know what it's like to live on a spaceship for months at a time with no genuine human interaction, find me on Instagram at CKComedy or Twitter at Chris Killian, all linked below. Once again, make sure you like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and give yourself a pat on the back for making it this far into the video. That's great. I can't believe you made it. See you tomorrow.